If I were a channel, if that were, one of the channels, if that were my channel, we would have, things would be vastly different. So I've been debating whether I want to use Linux Mandrake or I think it's Yggdrasil. Oh boy, starts with a Y. Oh, good gracious. So this is one of the reasons I hate trying to spell it. Because I don't remember how to spell the damn. Might be better if I just go Linux Mandrake though. There it is. This. We can, it's gonna really depend on which one works better. That's the wrong key. That's the real thing, is which one works better. Does this have IDE or SCSI? We'll grab that, and we'll grab Linux Mandrake in case that doesn't work. That is not how you spell that. Actually, I should look at that from here. I don't know why I don't know. Okay. Yeah, we could do Mandrake 6.0. Okay, I don't know what the chip version is, but sure. Yeah, it'll work. 1999, sure. We can do that. Ah, never mind. Is this Chip Magazine by chance? That might be. Wait, this is in German? Maybe we don't. If that's in German, maybe we don't. Maybe we just don't. Helios. Okay, what's the difference? That is the wrong button. It is totally what I want. Yes. Okay. We'll just do Linux Mandrake. Well, no, we'll do we'll do the first distro, not Mandrake. Well, Mandrake's kind of the backup in case. It's the backup in case I can't get that installed. The distro I can't pronounce the name of apparently, because I'm bad at it. Very bad at it. So let's see. Is there anything? Oh, there is. Oh, fuck it. Sure. Yeah. This is not my first time installing an old distro. I've done it before, just not live, but yes. Okay, what machine? That's way too old. We could do a 486. Technically, it shouldn't matter. The big concern is really going to be graphics. So the big concern is going to be picking a graphics card that's compatible with the distro we go with, and then a disk controller. I think we can use ID, but maybe not. We can use a socket 5. I don't remember if that's... I don't know if... I don't remember what that is. I don't remember if that's... Is that Pentium 1? Is that what that is? I don't know. Well, we'll find out soon enough. I think it is P1. Go with... sure, we'll go with an Intel board. I think 8 megs of RAM. We'll give it 128 megs of RAM. It should be fine. CGA, nope. That's way, way too old. It's too old, and more importantly, it does. Can we only do PCI? Cool. We want to use. I don't know, do the Matrix cards work under... okay, sure, we'll do a Matrix card then. 16 megs of VRAM, please. Sound card... That is an input device. We will add a mouse, though. And I actually remember when 86 box used to be Windows only. I think it used to be. I think, well, we should do a PS2 mouse. It should be fine. That is not what I wanted. We'll do an all-32. That should be fine. I don't remember if there's drivers, but we'll find out. System ready? Does that even... I don't actually know if that's going to work. Mostly because I have never used System MIDI. I guess we can do the MT32. Yeah, we'll have the standalone MPU 401. Sure. Can we do slope? Let's add a... Sure. No, that's not the card I wanted. So yeah, let's do the INI 2000. Does this have a... Oh, it doesn't. That is not... Oh. Sure, we'll do the internal. Hopefully the internal one works. If not, we're gonna have a bad time. And I mean a proper bad time. What? Let's see. Did I go to position? No, that is way too small. No, we'll do 32 gigabytes. Okay, no, we need 1.44 meg. I don't actually know if the motherboard I chose, rather the one we're going to be emulating, I don't know if that actually supports booting from so I don't know if that's gonna I don't know if that supports CD boot. If not, we might have to use a floppy. I'm gonna turn the TV down. There, it should be. we'll turn it up to 8, and then we can turn up the PC. Turn up to, we'll do 71. Hopefully it's not too loud. Yeah, I think 71's fine. So one of these I never liked. So I should really turn the lights off so I can see. Ooh, hello. Yeah, let's turn the light off because there's two. I mean, I can see, but oh, that's a lot better. Oh, interesting. There's some color banding. Interesting. Oh, there's color banding. So I wonder if that's this has to be the TV. Okay. I don't know. I didn't put the disc in, but what? Oh. Well, that didn't scale it. Okay. Do we want... Did it just crash? Hello, computer? Where's my mouse? Oh! No, it's not broken. Really wish PC speaker. For now, we'll just mute it. Because I don't want to hear it either. Okay, This is not what I wanted to change. You, linear? Gross. We could put the damn disc in the drive. Oh, we can't. Right, we can't. Because I didn't give this a actual... Yeah, there's kind of no optical drive. I have no idea how I planned on actually installing anything without. We'll try this first. Okay. Oh, bollocks. Well, that's not gonna work. Is this BIOS supported? Let's go. Let's see. On some of these, you had to go in. You had to change. There you go. Smash it. Smash it until it works. Well, don't, but. Okay, I think it should be new boot options. Yes, it does. Okay. I can always change it later. It's not a big deal. For now, this is muted, so we're not going to hear anything. Except for me. Most because I don't want to deal with a post beep because it's kind of annoying. And I could. There might be. I see. This is not a bootable disk. Right. In that case, Linux Mandrake, because I don't feel like. I really don't. Okay. Linux Mandrake it is. I don't. Oh, that's kind of annoying. English, US. I mean, it's in the drive. Can't say. Workstation, please. No, we don't do SCSI. Sure, we'll do Disk Druid. Cool. So that's 32 gig. Okay. So do we need? I forget what this. Do we need to make? Okay, we'll just. Okay, 32 up slash 32 640. Oh, it can't do, okay. Can we do an 8 gig partition? Nope, you sure can't. Okay, what about 2 gigs? Okay, we can do 2 gig partition. I think that's all we need, isn't it? Huh? What? Oh, bugger all. Did I? Hold on. Right. Because I'm on to Linux. So, because this is actually running under proper Fedora, it's not safe to switch to TTY. Okay. Can we go into shell? Damn. Huh? Oh, do we do? What happened? Did I just break? Oh no. Perhaps do we need a SCSI adapter? Okay, let's reset the emulated computer. We broke something very, very quickly. Or do I need? I need to use a SCSI controller because I don't remember. I really don't remember how stable the. It's either that or it's this emulated computer's rubbish. I don't know how we broke it, but we did. It's my understanding, I believe this is based on Red Hat. So if we can't get this installed, I might just try Red Hat. Cause I think Red Hat 6? I think this might be Red Hat 6 or something. No, destroyed. What? I did nothing. It's broken. Alright. What have we broken? Could also be this motherboard is defective. You never know. Actually, we could upgrade it. You know what? Let's upgrade it. Let's just upgrade this to, I don't know. Sure, slot 1. 256 megs of RAM, sure. If we do that, can I go with a better GPU? Ooh, you can go with the 3D Effective Voodoo. Don't mind if I do. I don't really know. If we're gonna be, processor, Pentium. Yeah, we can do Pentium too. We have no sound card. Sure. Kind of forget this is toward the era where sound cards were kind of boring because, well, by this point we had wavetable and just, it's not even wavetable. This is back when everything was PCM. When you get closer to technically when you get closer to like the Windows 98 era, that's when everything is so incredibly boring sound wise because it's just PCM. There's right, it's just samples. There's no there is no synthesis. You don't synthesize anything. It's just basically PCM samples. I mean, technically, in the end, that's basically what happened with. Basically the same thing that happened with GPUs, because GPUs are now kind of boring. Right, because they're all, and I can't say they're all the same. Ooh, freeway design. Eh? Okay. Sure, okay, that's, it seems to be the bug, I don't know why. Ooh. I don't actually... Okay, this does support... Oh, it does. Oh. Cool. That's for OS2, because I believe OS2 doesn't support... I don't think we need to mess with most of these settings. Peripheral? No, no, it should be fine. So that's why these will not fluctuate like they would on a real computer. Okay, exit without save. Save and exit. Will it boot? Will it crash and burn? What's that white line? It might also get stuck because there's nothing to actually boot from. Looks like that's what's gonna happen. I have it muted because I do not want to hear the damn post beep. I just don't want to hear it. Okay, we need to reboot then. Who said? So we need to go back and change the boot order. Because my boot priorities. Damn it. Oh, why am I here? Oh, dude, control delete's dangerous. Because this is on a real computer, there's a chance we could kill the computer. Whoopsie. Whoopsie daisies. Maybe don't smash control delete. I don't know what it does. This I don't actually know what it does under KDE. Yeah, let's change that. How do you, Oh. How do you? Oh, I'm using the wrong keys. That's why. It's like that's why it doesn't work. Just disable that one. We don't need smart. To be fair, I don't know if smart is actually emulated in this. I don't know that 86box emulates smart. Oh, hello there. Why, hello, Linux Mandrake. We might also need to use a newer distro. Even though the hardware I chose should be the same era. Well, I see. It has exploded. Okay, yeah, Yeah, we might need to use a different, operating system. I didn't think it would fall over that quickly. I think 7.0? Maybe? If this doesn't work, we could try Mandrake 8? Or an older version of Debian? I mean, we could do Debian. I don't want to go too new for old distros. Because the thing is, if you go too new, it'd be better to install it in real hardware. Because depending on when the distro came out, it might be better to install it on one of the mini PCs I've got in here. Just because, right, because you get to a point where it's, at that point, it'd just be better installing in real hardware. The only reason I'm using emulation here is I don't have a computer old. Well, I do, but I have no way to capture that. It's not I don't have a computer old enough. Because I do. It's Gateway 53, Gateway Solo 5350. It's my XP. Oh, I already hate that. Okay. Let's see if Linux Mandrake 7 works any better. Hopefully. This should work better. But you never quite know. Well, it didn't explode. Here we are. Probably should have started with this distro. So, I could actually... So, in my case, I can do expert development. No, we don't have SCSI. It's an installation. Sure. Oh. Can we just auto-allocate? Ooh. Sure. Yeah, it looks good to me. To be fair, I could have partitioned it into a root partition, swap partition. What I don't remember is if you need a... No, So technically, we'd actually have to partition it in. So what I could have also done is partition this into a boot, root partition, and then a swap partition. Technically, so that's all I'd have to do if I wanted to choose my own custom. Like, I can understand having a home directory. Okay, I can understand having a home directory on a separate partition. I just don't normally do that. Mostly because it doesn't make sense to. Because I actually do have, I think it's a Penny, I think the XP machine, it's not a, so it is a computer, but it's a laptop. So the Gateway Solo 5350, I think it has 508 megs of RAM. It's technically 512, but some of that is stolen for the I don't know if you want to call it an iGPU, but the GPU that's in that is an Intel something or other. But because of that, it has either 8 or 504 megs of RAM. It's a Pentium 3 laptop. Fortunately, it only has MMX and SSE, but for possibly an older Linux distro, it might be. Sure. It might actually be if might actually be not only fun but a use case for it. The issue. So if I do that, I cannot. If I do that, I cannot capture the laptop, the gateway, because I don't have a way to capture it. Right, because I don't. I have a cable. The problem is it's not the right cable because it's a VGA to. I could try it, but it's HDMI. So it takes an HDMI signal and it takes HDMI and converts it to VGA, and that's not exactly helpful. Because everything I have here already has HDMI or an adapter. So I have no use for a cable like that currently, but I can't buy the cable because I don't have the money. But to be fair, I don't really know what if there is a proper cable I can buy for that. It probably is, but I don't know if with that. It's not. So there probably is a proper cable. It's not only the thing of is there a proper cable. It's the issue of I don't know if I want to find. But I don't know if I want to mess with that right now. Mostly because I don't want to be in the situation of buying something that is not useful to me. Right, because obviously if I do that, past return window, so I can't return it if I wanted to. But, it has its use. To be fair, I should have actually read the damn I should have read the description of Amazon. Because apparently it is not bidirectional. So it's kind of just useless. Well, the cable is. To be fair, I don't know that the Amazon Basics version would have been any better. So I think I'm pretty sure it was the same type of cable. But maybe. Maybe it would have worked. I don't know. It's not something I'm going to know. Huh. Can't say I've actually used. I think I have actually used. I think it's KDE 2. It's either KDE 2 or KDE 3. I have used KDE 4 actually on Real Hardware too. I believe at that time it was. I think I was using a live CD of Linux Mint KDE. Because I've used it on Real Hardware, and then the last time, one of the other times I used it was in back when SUSE Studio was a thing, when you could make your own custom version of OpenSUSE or OpenSUSE. I think I've also installed older versions of OpenSUSE, which came with KDE Plasma 4. It's my understanding there's actually a revival's not accurate, but there's a project called Katana that's a basically fork of KDE 4. We'll call it a fork specific of KDE 4. The only issue with Katana is the packages that are currently available don't work. They're completely broken under Debian. So they're not. And by broken, I mean the dependencies are broken. I could probably fix those. And then for FreeBSD, it's because they're for FreeBSD. I think it's FreeBSD 13. It's either FreeBSD or OpenBSD. Let me look. Let's see, Katana. That is not how you spell it. Okay, it is FreeBSD. And there are Ubuntu packages, but I would really rather not touch Ubuntu. Why are you going to sleep? I did not give you permission. Hold on. I did not give you permission to sleep, computer. To be fair, hold on. Let me fix that. Oh, what was that? What was that about right there? I think it's under. Where is it? Let's see. Oh yeah, turn that off. Turn that nonsense off. Turn that off because I don't want this to go to sleep. Let me see. If you type in. Whoops. Is it just screen locking? Okay. Cool. Okay, that's just a bug. So we gotta do control end. I don't know why, but if it's on for some, basically if the cursor's in the center of the screen, or anywhere that's not the black border, it breaks. That might not be, so that might be a bug in the emulator, but that could also just be a quirk of SDL. Because I'm pretty sure this uses either SDL or Qt or something like that. I think it uses SDL 2 or 3 for rendering. Because I don't think this uses Wayland for rendering. Well, not directly. Most likely it uses SDL 2 or 3. What is this going to be fun? It's going to be writing something using this, because I don't think I've ever used SDL1, I think is what this comes with. Was 1.2 out by the time Linux Mandrake 7 was out? I don't remember. Obviously by 2012 we had 1.2, but I don't think we had still 1.2, did we? Maybe, I don't know. But it might be interesting to see what version of SDL, not of SDL, Lua, also there's some, is that the computer, or is that Linux Mandrake being buggy? I don't actually. Is it on the stream? Let me see. If there are weird artifacts on the stream, that might be this computer with a capture device having a stroke. Because this capture device sometimes has issues. I've actually had problems with this and this computer, mini PC. I've had, I think the last time I had that happen was when I was using, I think it was a DisplayPort HDMI cable or something. It didn't like it. But when I say it didn't like it, it really didn't. It didn't appreciate it. It gave me some weird colors. So clearly something was busted. But not really a surprise there. There's no there's a reason there's no audio, and that's because there's just nothing's playing and 86 box is muted. Because I muted it because I don't want to deal with the damn post beep. And unfortunately, you can't really. I don't know if there might be a way to disable it. If you can't disable an 86 box, that's fair because you can't really disable it on real hardware. Right, because obviously you want to know whether your system posts, but also it's not just you want to know that your system posts. The bigger thing is most firmwares do not provide an option to turn off the post beep. Some do. Most of the regular BIOSes don't. I know back then you definitely didn't have that as an option. I know on certain computers you can turn off the post beep, or just beeps in general, but not always. That's not always a choice. Mostly because, well, most companies don't bother to implement an option for it. So you're just stuck with a post beep. Technically, it's not a big deal, since on most PCs we don't have a PC speaker attached. And the only reason it's not an issue on laptops is, well, those don't have a post beep. They do, but they don't give you a beep on succession. They give you a beep when there's a post failure. Well, at least some. On some of Dell's laptops, they have LEDs. They'll have either diagnostic LEDs or there's a I think it's on the G5. There's a LED by the front that'll give you flash codes. I know on the older Optiplexes, which this is not an older Optiplex, this is a modern one, those actually have diagnostic LEDs in the back. I think this is a... maybe, hold on, is there no Ethernet card? If not, we'll just tell it there's no internet. I mean, technically you shouldn't connect a operating system this old to the internet, to Type-C. Where's my mouse? Oh. Let's see here. Do we still have a network card, or did it get... Give me a minute. I forgot to settings. Oh, we have no network adapter. Okay. I'm hoping we can deal with this a different day. Don't set up networking for right now. We are not in New York, actually. We are, let me see, it should be up top. Is there a better way I can scroll? There it is. EST. No, I'm not configuring printer. We don't use printers here. We don't use no printer. Wouldn't matter. Even if this were real hardware, I would never set up a printer. Mostly because, for one, the printers that actually support this probably don't work anymore. That printers are a huge pain in the arse. Look, genuinely, they're a huge pain. Mostly because, well, you try working with a... So, you try working with a printer that's, what, 20 years old now? Depending on how old this distro is, it's 20 years. I think this might actually be about a 20-year-old distro. Oh, that's the wrong key. Oh, we're off to a severely good start. I think this is from 2000 or something. It's 2000, it's about 30 years old now. It's not quite. It's 26 years, I think. If it doesn't work, blame it on me, because I probably typed the password in wrong. Done. I'm not adding another user. We're not creating a boot disk. No. Hopefully Lilo should need it. Nope, we're done. I don't need... Hopefully the GPU we chose works. Can we do 1024 by 768? Yes. Please test it. Right. Right. Okay, let's try... Does this not support... the Voodoo card? If it doesn't, we might have to reinstall. Because I don't remember... Did I pick a Voodoo card or did I pick something else? I don't remember. I guess we'll find out. Chips Technologies, no. Cirrus Logic. Creative Lab cards. The Dell. Oh, they got Dell's. To be fair, one of the things I would like is a mini PC. Like, yes, I know I have a laptop. Technically, I guess either way, even if I had a mini PC was purely accurate, it wouldn't have HDMI. It would have VGA, so I'd be screwed either way. Though it might be nice to have like a 2010 or 2008 laptop for trying old distros. Oh, the Matrix Millennium is supported. Maybe we should have used that card. Because what I don't remember is if this actually supports the Voodoo, I think is what it is. We've, the S3 cards. One thing that was always weird to me about the S3 cards is for some reason the part numbers start with the 86, so basically Intel, you know, the way Intel names things. In fact, if you look at I think it's the vendor. Wait. Okay, we have a slight problem then. What do we have? What graphics card did I give this? Help if I unfocus it. It's a Voodoo. Oh, it's a Voodoo 3. Okay, that's perfect. So it's a Voodoo 3. So it is an actual Voodoo 3. What? Did I break it? What's going on here? I 87. Oh. Oh, let's test it. Oh, freaking hell. $32 BP. Oh, we can't use 32-bit color. Okay. 16-bit. Can we use 24-bit color? Linium. Oh, okay. Don't tell me I have to use. How many times did I click it? No video modes found. Okay. Cool. Alright, let's try a different GPU. Clearly the GPU we picked was the bad choice. It's the wrong GPU for the job. Whoops. Okay, let's not use that GPU. That's very... Oh, okay. I think we can get away with an AMD PCNet 2. Alpha doesn't work. Doesn't work, right? Okay, let's swap this, because this will not work. We'll just do a Matrix. I don't think I've ever used any of the Matrix cards. About to say, why is it so small? Oh, here we go again. Oh, 86 bucks. Why? Yeah, this is Matrix 7. That was different. Okay. Well, let's see if this works better. If this works better, great. Well, we didn't break anything, at least. Most of this is going to be waiting. Customized. Development. No, it's crazy. I'm just gonna format the volume again. That's fine. Done. Right. That is. Oh boy. Alright, clear everything. Ridiculous that we had to do this again. There was a way to fix that. Because I didn't remember which partition was the root. Technically, you only need 3 partitions to install a Linux distro. 4 if you're using UEFI. Well, not 4. So it's the same number of partitions no matter what. No matter whether you're using BIOS or non-BIOS. Of course, I think if you use Fedora, there's a BIOS boot partition that gets made. But if you're not using like Fedora, you only need 3 partitions. Of course, obviously you can create more. It just depends on whether you want your want your home partition, whether you want your home directory in a separate partition. I've never done this, but I can understand why. I just don't. Mostly because for me, it doesn't make sense to, because I don't tend to reinstall unless I have to. Right, because unless I have to reinstall for some reason or another, then I will. But if I don't have to reinstall, it doesn't make any sense to. Oh, looks like he's cool. Okay. Yeah, install everything. Yep, just install everything. Yeah, that's fine. To be fair, I don't really care about the actual space, because this is a 32 gigabyte partition. I don't know why we couldn't use a 32 gig partition, not 32, roughly 32 gig partition for Mandrake 6. Except for the fact that the installer just doesn't support it. Maybe Linux at the time couldn't. Maybe either Red Hat. It's very possible Red Hat, which is what this is actually based on, might not support. Well, at that time, might not have supported a partition size that large. Maybe. I don't know, because I'm pretty sure by 1999 or 98, pretty sure we had like maybe 16 gig or something like that. But maybe we didn't. Just seems weird why it doesn't work with partition that size. Oh, there's a package manager. This will be fun. I haven't really done anything with old Linux yet because no reasons. Also, it turns out, for some reason, resizing the output via OBS changes it to like 576p or something. So I don't know why. I don't know if that's an OBS issue, if that's my capture device being a piece of rubbish. It's anyone's guess. Right, because it's very possible it could be a capture device being quirky or problematic. You just never know. Right, because, reasons. This will also be nice because I'll get to explore the old ass desktop environments. It's really the old versions of Enlightenment, GNOME, and KDE. Enlightenment, the new version of Enlightenment is, I haven't used, but it's my understanding there are some severe, they're worse than vulnerabilities. They're more like there's some severe security holes and design flaws in Enlightenment. So we don't touch modern Enlightenment because I don't want to deal with the security nightmare. I guess that is Enlightenment. But maybe that's fixed. I don't know. But I certainly ain't touching it. I'm stick with KDE. It's like I'll very much stick to KDE. Something that doesn't have any of the security, any of the questionable security practices and whatever else Enlightenment has. Nope. Nope, I will, in fact, not be using Enlightenment. We'll check out the older version of Enlightenment, but not the newer version. Because the newer versions not only... It's really the security issues, but also I don't think Fedora even has a package for it, and I wouldn't expect Fedora to have packages for Enlightenment. Alright, because with the security disaster that is Enlightenment, I don't expect any packages. This is technically an older version of Fedora, as Fedora 44 exists, but it's still a supported version, as to my understanding. Although one of these days I need to upgrade to Fedora 44. Hopefully, when I do that, it doesn't break the Fedora installation, but maybe it will. I've had issues with Fedora. Like one of the issues I had once is I had to reinstall my kernel once because for some reason the actual Linux kernel just was gone from the installation. It didn't actually install the kernel. No idea how that happened, but I quite literally had to I think it was Fedora. Mind you, this was on real hardware. This is not emulation. I think it was my main computer was installing Fedora on like an external. So I had to actually install the kernel. And then there's the nightmare that is NVIDIA's piece of junk drivers. I've had issues with them. Well, one time, oh yeah, there was one time where the NVIDIA driver was completely broke because of probably a bug in the driver, but basically the drivers would completely would break as if there were no NVIDIA code or something. I think it ended up being something was basically null or something or other when I threw it in Ghidra, which you're not supposed to do given it's proprietary. But yeah, there's a bug in some part of the driver where my config was bad, and that ended up completely breaking the drivers. And by breaking, I mean it was usable, we just didn't have another driver. So thank you, NVIDIA. Like, that's not even a Fedora issue. That's the NVIDIA drivers being trash. Can't blame that one on Fedora, considering it's not their fault. It's just NVIDIA's drivers being positively rubbish. But maybe it was a Fedora issue, but I doubt it. That was back when I had the 970, before that exploded on me. I think it was the 970 at the time. No, yeah, it was. It was the. That 970 was the for the Win 3 version of it from the VGA. Two of the MOSFETs went bang on it. Basically, is what happened. And I believe that's NVDD. I think is what blew up. When I looked at something, but I couldn't find the actual exact schematic for that code. Probably didn't look hard enough, but one of the power rails blew up on the code. Mind you, when that happened, the computer was still on and running as it was burning. I was playing Star Wars at the time. I only knew they were burning by the chlorine smell, so I think we were burning the PCB. I think that's why it kind of smelled a bit like chlorine, because I'm pretty sure we were actually burning fiberglass. Either fiberglass or copper. But basically the two MOSFETs went bang, which is what happens. And the reason they went bang is, it's a little known thing. So, hold on, let me drink something. So, when MOSFETs fail, they go short circuit, and depending on what rail they're on and how much current is on said rail depends on how fiery it will be. How fire explosive the actual failure is when it goes short circuit. And that's because when they go short circuit, and we're not talking when it goes closes, because MOSFETs are a switch. When it goes short circuit, not when it's when it closes, when it's closed, when it goes full on short, where both sides are electrically connected permanently, that's when you get a fire. because, well, put simply, the input of the MOSFET gets dumped directly into the output, and my guess is that was hooked up to the 12-volt rail, the probably the PCI Express 12-volt, right, the supplemental power, and either supplemental or just the 12-volt on the PCI Express connector. Probably the 300 some odd watt PCI Express power or supplemental, and that probably was shunted directly into whatever was connected to it. How the rest of the code was running, I couldn't tell you unless that power rail is needed for startup. How nothing more severe happened, I have no idea. But my guess is the rail that was connected to was either 12 volt or something else. I think it was NVDD or something that went short circuit, but maybe it was a different power rail. I could, if I had to, I could give pictures to someone, see if they could identify what rail the MOSFETs that went bang were actually connected to. It's also possible that something else failed in the code and took out those MOSFETs. That's also possible. How it was still running is anyone's guess, considering how. I'm sorry, but no, I'm not typing in an IP address. But considering how it's fair why it was so, why put a big old scorch mark in the cooler. That's actually par for the course, considering it's probably on one of the high power, right, on one of the rails that is high current. Because if because you have a short on a high current rail like that, you can have big problems depending on depending on how much current is actually being shunted into the short. Because when you shove enough power through a short, fire can happen. Right, because depending on how much current you drop into a short determines whether or not you have a fire or an explosion. Right, because obviously if you dump enough current, it's really going to be both current and voltage, but depending on how much current and voltage is present depends on how fiery it depends on if you're going to have an actual fire or not. You know what? We're going to short the password because I really don't feel like typing the rest of it out, because it's kind of a pain in the ass. But yeah. Now, again, I could be very wrong on whether it was NVDD. Or NVDD. Yeah, NVDD. If it was, I don't actually know what that rail does. There's also a high probability that the GPU that the actual main silicon could be fine, actually. I don't know if it's terrifying or not, or if the GPU itself was fine. Okay, does 4 billion colors work? Okay, that's a different, okay. Change resolution. To be fair, I think 800 by 600? Test it. Test again, please. It might be... Okay, that doesn't work. 1024 768. 16-bit color, will that work? You're kidding me. Well, what video modes support this damn code? this the hell I'm in? Is fucking mo... What do you mean? Oh, I already hate this. It's a Matrax. It's a Millennium 8 gig code. So, why does 1280 by 1024, does that work? Oh, okay. 32bp is not supported by this chipset. Oh, wait, no. Okay. So we could try 1280 by 1024 and 24-bit color? 24-bit color? Really? Oh, do we do? Well, what resolution works? 16 million colors doesn't seem to work. Do we have to use 256 colors? Is this just trying to test me? Oh, please don't make me have to. Try that. We'll try that monitor. So that one's 1024 by 768. 32-bit colors does not work. Does that work? Really? If I need to, I can come back to this. What in... Okay, does 16-bit color work? Which is 64 color? Oh, bloody hell. Why are you being a daft cunt? Fine, extended Super VGA. Will that work? Maybe we need to change the GPU while we're at it. I think this was a Millennium 8 meg. Okay, 800 by 600. 32,000 colors. Really? You just... Okay, well then what? What resolution is supported by this code? What resolution does this code actually support? If it doesn't... Why? Why are you being this difficult? Why? Okay, so if that doesn't work, so why can't we do 15-bit color? Why am I in this form of hell? Why doesn't it work? Bugger all. Alright, we're gonna, I think I'm gonna come back to this tomorrow then. That is the wrong button. I'm just gonna come back to this later. Oh, I've done knocked the mouse over. I'm just gonna come back to this later. By later, I mean tomorrow. And by